Hello and welcome. In this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to choose keywords to target. Now what this video tutorial does is assume that you have already performed potential customer profiling, which is very important before you embark on keyword targeting. Now let's open up Google. I've got Firefox open. You may have Internet Explorer, that's no problems. Simply go to Google search engine and let's take search engine optimization as a keyword to target. For example, right? You know your industry, okay? You know what industry you're at, and you kind of have a basic idea as to what people are searching to find products and services on your website, right? So a lot of people tell you to go to Google AdWords tool and start coming up with keyword IDs and so on, okay? So what I'm going to tell you is actually don't do that yet, okay? Because this step that I will share with you is actually more important before you go and start getting keyword IDs from Google keyword tool, okay? And let's simply search Google search engine optimization, right? Let's say I'm interested in this keyword, and when we search Google, obviously as you can see we've got some AdWords happening here and we've got some AdWords happening here, but we are always interested in organic rankings. Reason being, we stay there without paying any money to Google, and also, as you know, once we get there, most likely we will stay in the first page longer, which is obviously the investment that you put for ranking always gives you more in return, okay? So when we search Google for search terms that we are interested in, we don't really care about these at the moment. Okay, these are AdWords, these people pay money. If I click on this, it's going to cost these people money, okay? And we don't want to do that. So simply, we look at the result set here. And what is very interesting is more search tools on the left-hand side you see here, okay? Simply press on that. And what will happen is, it'll say, okay, well, if you would like to narrow down your search, and we've got some options here for you to do, simply then we are interested in this related searches option, okay? Simply press on that, and what happens then is Google then turns around, being the good search engine that it is, it says, okay, well, you've searched for this particular keywords, okay, and as far as we're concerned, those who performed searches related to these terms have also performed searches like these, okay? Now this is very important, okay? When we embark on targeting keywords, this is more important than going out to Google keyword tool and then getting some IDs, okay? It's very important. Now, why is it important? Is because the related searches will often be longer term, meaning, see, I've got 3 different keywords here, right? But as you can see here, I've got 4 here, and I've got 4 here, and I've got 4 here. So this kind of gives me an overall idea as to what people are searching when they are conducting searches for a particular key phrase. Now, let's then turn around and say, okay, well, how about this? Let me search this instead. So I click on this because it's a longer term, okay? Now, as you can see, searches related to search engine optimization, then it goes on to giving you more different IDs, okay? Now, this is very important. Then we can simply conduct different searches and we write things down as we find, okay? We can then turn around, okay, more like this, let's have a look, okay? Then, oh, look what's happening here. Now, this is very interesting. As you can see, what happens when we start playing around with these related searches is that the search term expands, becoming longer and longer. Okay, now let's then turn around, have a look at this search engine optimization tips and tricks. That sounds to me someone looking for, some webmaster looking for information about search engine optimization and so on. I may be interested in that. Nonetheless, we're just playing around. Okay, we're just having a look. Okay, we're just having a look to see what else, to see longer and longer keywords. Okay, that is very important to understand when we start choosing keywords to target, instead of going to Google keyword tool and then just having some ideas, because I'm going to show you that part of keyword targeting in a minute. But I want you, as a webmaster who wants to target some keywords, to fully understand the importance of conducting related searches for the keywords that you're interested in, and writing things down as you start playing around with this option. You're interested in keywords that is longer and longer. Okay, as you can see, look, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see, that's 7 different keywords. That's a long phrase. Nonetheless, just understand people are searching for these. Okay, so once you start playing around, you end up having a list that Google keyword idea tool cannot give you. Okay, and I will also show you why it can't give you that either. So let's then, at this point, please understand the importance of this element when you start wanting to choose keywords target. Okay, instead of going for search terms that is short, 1, 2, 3 words or 4 words long, you want to go deeper. Okay, you want to go deeper to see an overall idea as to what is really, what is my potential customer is looking for. Okay, because it's that important. Okay, so let's then do a search in Google keywords tool. Okay, let's do a search, and as you can see here, Google gives us this freely available tool for webmasters. Okay, but at the end of the day, understand this: Google does everything to obtain profits. Okay, Google is a business. Okay, everyone thinks it's a search engine, all this stuff. Yeah, it's a search engine that makes billions of dollars. Okay, and they do so through AdWords mainly. Okay, so therefore they give this tool available for you. Reason being, at the end of the day, they want you to start giving money to Google for AdWords. Okay, that's the whole idea as far as Google is concerned. Okay, so if you simply click on this, which should definitely be a home page, right, and open in a new tab, then you see what happens is, okay, well, advertise your business on Google. Okay, so Google is interested in you investing money in their AdWords. Okay, so please understand that, because that's important. Now let's have a look. Search engine optimization. Okay, we started out with this keyword as an example. Okay, you can simply place your competitor's web URL here, and then start playing around with all the options that you see on this keyword tool. Okay, but for this video tutorial, I'm just going to show you a couple of points as to, we've got advanced options and filters here. You can be country specific, but before you start conducting keyword research in AdWords, make sure that you choose countries that is populated a lot, meaning United States, it's a lot of people in United States, therefore search terms will be searched more, and thus you have more ideas from Google. And then let's say you live in Germany, then you can choose Germany after that. But nonetheless, you can then turn around and say, okay, how about all countries and so on. Okay, at the end of the day, it's up to you, but just target down, depending on the country you're in. Okay, I'd like to always choose United States because I live in an English-speaking country. Therefore, I choose United States first, and then I turn around and say, okay, well, I live in Australia. What's going on in Australia? Okay, So then let's just say, okay, let me search. Once again, Google being Google, it's saying, okay, it flashes this option here to catch your eye, to say, okay, why don't you log in and do so all these research through your AdWords and so on, because we'll give you more ideas and so on. So at the end of the day, that's what it's doing. It's trying to win over you. Okay, that's what this tool is all about. Now, I will tell you the importance of what I showed you before. As far as Google can only give you keyword ideas that is 1, 2, 3, 4, perhaps sometimes 5 word long keywords. It can't give you more than that. Okay, and I'll tell you why that is as well. Because the screen real estate for Google is very limited. Okay, as you can see here, ads on the right hand side here, you see it wants you to target keywords that is short, because it hasn't got enough screen real estate for you, for them to be able to say, okay, why don't you target the long ones, because people are searching for that too. Remember, related searches, you know, we had keywords that is 7 or 8 words long. Okay, but that's not going to show up here. Okay, why? Because the screen real estate doesn't allow Google to do that for you. Therefore, it makes this tool available so that everyone can go and start, you know, targeting, you know, these keywords, which is surely important, but nonetheless, we must understand search engine optimization and targeting keywords on another level. Okay, and this is the level. Now, here, because we've conducted related research and we've got many long-term long key phrases in front of us, then we come here and say, okay, well, I'm interested in some ideas here, and then you can see what is going on as far as what people are searching and how often the particular search term is being searched and so on. And then you can get these ideas down, you can download all these, okay, you can expand on them. If I was to search Google for it to see what is, you know, available as far as how many websites Google is aware of and so on, okay, or we can say show more like this. Okay, let's have a look, show more like that. And saying, okay, well, you wanted that particular key phrase, then as you can see, it expands on those show more like this option, right? Simply get down and you can download these because you first of all have done related searches. Okay, that is very important, because I'm going to show you why that is too. Okay, related searches, it's a must before you head out to Google keyword tool. Okay, now let's have a look at this key phrase. Now, after I've conducted, let's say as an example, related searches, I end up seeing terms like this. Okay, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, search engine optimization, that particular keyword is of interest to me. That's why I've started playing around with it. But then I end up seeing related searches like this. Now I'm thinking, okay, well, would I be interested in something like this? You bet. Reason being, you see, a lot of people will be going on and targeting this. A lot of webmasters, because they don't understand certain things, most often they'll be targeting this now, or they'll be targeting this. Okay, but most often they will not be targeting this particular key phrase. Okay, so that's important for me. Now, a lot of people say, oh, you should go for long tail keywords because there's less competition. Okay, not smart. Okay, now we target long tail keywords for that reason. Yes, there's less competition, but we don't forget other keywords, because they get searched more too, right? So we don't want to, not target shorter key phrases. We don't want to do that. Why should we just target this because there's less competition? That's silly. What I'm saying to you is, once you choose keywords, you always go for the long one first, all while your aim is to rank different key phrases that stems from the ones that you're choosing. Okay, now then I can then turn around and say, okay, let me target this, because ranking in Google for this term is going to take maybe a week for me, right? What that means is, before I even look at this option here, before I even choose that to target, I'm already having an idea as to what I'm going to do, how I'm going to approach this, right? And I'm going to approach it saying to myself, okay, you know what? I'm not getting any people, any visitors from Google. Therefore, let me target this quickly. Within a week, I rank this in #1 page. That means I'm starting to see a steady stream of potential customers visiting me, right? And surely they're interested in whatever I'm offering, as in through these keywords, right? And then I'm thinking to myself, as soon as I rank this in Google in a week, then I can then turn around on the second or third week, depending on the keywords that you're targeting. Okay, in this example, I'm just assuming that, search term like this should take me about a week to rank in Google. Okay, so next then I say, okay, well, how about the week after? Well, because I already ranked this in the first page, 1, 2, 3 position, then that's kind of good enough for me, right? Then the week after that, I'm thinking, okay, well then now I'm going to go for this one here, right? So that's not going to take long too, okay? And then I'm going to say to myself, all right, well, once I know that I'm ranking this particular key phrase that you see here highlighted, okay, then I know, well, okay, well, on the second week or third week, I'm ranking this in the first page, then why not turn around and go for this one here, right? Because I know that's going to be searched a little bit more, all while I'm already getting potential customers visiting me through these keywords that are already ranked, right? Now, what happens is, how about this term here? Well, a lot of people will say, oh, you shouldn't target, highly competitive keywords and so on. Well, that's really silly, because why shouldn't you? Okay? Why should you let other people, get all the potential customers looking for shorter terms, right? We don't want to do that. We want to target keywords properly, right? So this is how you do it. You target long ones first. Takes you a very short time to rank. Then, as soon as you are aware, because you check, then you say, okay, well, I already ranked for that. Let me go for this one here. That's not going to take long too. Okay, and then you go for a shorter key phrase. Well, that's not going to take long too. Okay, and then you go for this one here. And you see, once you follow this approach, you must understand that search engine optimization, okay, is SEO. Another word for search engine optimization is SEO. But you see, once you start ranking this, okay, Google is aware, hang on a minute, you know what, this website is perhaps related to these search terms. Therefore, when you start embarking to rank shorter key phrases, it's already aware what in the world your website is all about. Okay, therefore, ranking for this becomes a little bit easier. And then when you go for this one here, it's already aware what in the world your website is all about. Therefore, it becomes easier for it to rank you for this key phrase, right? And then, once you do follow this approach, then it comes a point that in what, 2 months, you end up ranking high, because you've already trained Google as to understand what your website was all about. Okay, now that's how you do it. Okay, and also remember, most of your competition will not be targeting longer tailed keywords, and for that reason you must understand the potential customer of yours, in a sense, understand that when they search longer terms, most often than not, they have already conducted these shorter term searches anyway, and most often they will not find what they're looking for. Therefore, they got frustrated. They said, okay, you know what, I've searched for this, what I found through Google, in an hour I looked here, I looked there, I contacted a few websites, I've checked them out, and I'm not happy. Then they go, okay, well, okay, being, Google searches, they end up thinking, all right, what if I turn around and search for this? And then if they didn't find what they're looking for, then most often they will go and then search, longer tail keywords. That also means that they have not been able to find what they are looking for, meaning they've already spent a bit of time, they're already frustrated. In a sense, they haven't found what they were looking for. That's how you understand this stuff. And then you turn around and say, why don't I offer a difference through my website? Understanding that my potential customers, when they search for long tail keywords, they most often than not, they've searched for shorter terms, but they didn't find what they were looking for. That's another video tutorial that I will make available for you. Okay, simply check back and then you will see what others cannot teach you. Okay, so once again, I thank you very much for watching this video tutorial. I know that I speak a little bit fast because I want to pass a lot of information and make these video tutorials kind of short for you, but at the end of the day, I'm giving you proven and tested methods here. Simply follow it and you watch what happens. Okay, that's how you target keywords. In a sense, that's one of the ways that you choose to target keywords, instead of just heading out to Google keyword ideas and choosing some keyword ideas that Google gives you. At the end of the day, understand Google is in advertising business online. Okay, so therefore we gotta be smarter, because Google is not going to give us this kind of information. Okay, a lot of people say, oh, choose longer tail and forget about the short ones because there's a lot of competition. That's kind of lame. Okay, that will never allow anyone to succeed online if we follow that approach only. Okay, so this is how you go. Longer tail keywords, all while understanding that your main aim is not to target this only, it's not to target this only, it's not to target this only, it's not to target this only, but it's to target all of these combined. Okay, that's how you do it. I thank you very much for listening and watching and visiting me. If you enjoyed this video tutorial, why not check the other ones I made available for you, and simply perhaps follow me through Facebook or Twitter or through this website. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you some other time. Thank you.